Black Mesa Hazard Course, where you will be trained in the use of the hazardous environment suit. I am your holographic assistant. Let's begin by stepping into your suit. You can see it suspended up ahead of you. If you see one of these buttons, press it, and I will appear to demonstrate certain moves.
Okay. Hello there, my name is Michael Fire, and welcome to Fyrestrike Entertainment. Well, I've reached the point that I'm playing through Half-Life, and Blue Shift, and Opposing Force, and Pickle and I played Decay a while ago. But I don't want to upload that too early because Decay connects to 3 out of 4 of those. I know that 2 out of 3. 3 out of 4 would be kind of an odd number. So, welcome to the Black Mesa Hazard Course, or what's known in game as the Black Mesa Training Room. That's on the menu. In the real game, it's labeled as the Black Mesa Training Facility, and that's one of the interesting things about Half-Life is that the naming sense. We all just call it the Hazard Course. That's like the whole everyone who plays Half-Life or has played Half-Life, and it's like, but it's called the training facility. Not sure if that's an oversight. They could have called it the Hazard Course. I know mods are called different mods have it labeled as Hazard Course for I believe Black Mesa. So, and I mean Black Mesa the game, not Black Mesa the location in this game. So, yeah, let's get the suit, and I guess let's get started.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protective system
Hello.
for use in hazardous environment conditions.
Howdy. You'll be used in more than just hazardous environment conditions, according to me, because there's a lot worse hazards than what you expect. Oh, finally. I may have to mess with the audio, because I know my audio is going to be way lower than the game audio. So, if you hear a discrepancy, speak now, or forever hold your peace. We'll see what happens.
Moving around in your HEV suit can be slightly disorienting at first. Take a moment to familiarize yourself with basic movement, and soon it will fit you like a second skin. I will see you just around the corner.
Okay. One of the most interesting things about the hazard course in general that I think most people may know, may not know, is this is the perfect course for refreshing information. So, if you've ever taken a test, you'll know that if you're trying to study for finals, you're essentially just rereading material, going through material, what's called refresh, or a refresh tool. This game has a lot of refresh tools, or at least Half-Life. The hazard course is the best one. Opposing Force I know has boot camp. I'm not sure about Blue Shift. I was thinking about it earlier, and I don't think Blue Shift has one, but I don't know. It lets you the best thing is that it lets you relearn material, so you're not gonna just be out of luck if you're studying up a game, or you've gone and played say like Call of Duty for a few weeks.
The first move we will practice in the hazard course is basic jumping. You will attempt to get over this set of pipes using only your run and jump commands. It helps to get a running start. Watch me and then try it yourself. Work. Those new suits can be tricky. Please proceed to the next area.
Half-Life does a good job teaching you the game before you actually truly get into playing the game. So I always like playing the hazard course. It's pretty interesting and fun. No matter how many times I play it, it's always nostalgic. Even though I've played through Half-Life not too many times, but yeah.
You will now duck under the next set that crouching will automatically shift your suit into stealth mode, minimizing movement noise.
Very good. I hardly noticed you. Move on to the next area.
You know, they could have done so much more with actual stealth, but they don't. There's a few parts in the game that stealth actually do. They don't really help. You can get away with doing stealth. It's just most of the game you don't need to use stealth because it's an FPS. So you're running and gunning. That's the whole idea behind run, shoot, live. Um, so yeah.
Now we will combine skills. You will need to jump, duck, and then jump again. This will prepare you for the next room, where you will have to do both moves at the same time.
And there we go. Go and go.
Good work. You look prepared for the next station.
Okay. So, funny thing, this hazard course actually appears in Decay. It's a callback, but so going through it for legitimacy, is weird in some ways. But it's, as I said, nostalgic. It's fun.
To get into these pipes, you will have to signal your suit to make a duck jump. You'll want to stand right at the mouth of the pipe and continue to press forward. Then jump up, and while you're in midair, go into a crouch. It's tricky, but you'll find it comes in handy.
Okay, I want to be honest. This is how Valve introduces the whole idea of crouch jumping. It's interesting on how they did it, but it teaches you a mechanic that has remained throughout Half-Life, so, and some other games, more than just Half-Life, but pretty much Source games in general.
Nice job.
Interesting concept. Like right here, they taught you that, and then they do this. That's the best thing is when you teach something and then immediately try implementing it. Um, when Pickle and I played Crystal Mission, one of the key things was the dude or the map maker introduced things, but it was it was implemented. So it was introduced and implemented at the same time. So different parts made no sense.
Walk directly into the ladder, look up, and continue moving forward. If you want to come back down, just move backward.
Ladders in Half-Life are evil. But yeah, as I was saying, the dude used it and implemented it at the same time, which is difficult because we didn't know what was being implemented. They are in Half-Life, or could be in Half-Life, but your map, you gotta make sure your map makes sense.
The next 3 jumps get harder each time, but they are quite possible. Don't be surprised if you miss the last one a time or two. If you can make all 3 in a continuous run, you are doing well. Great work. Now there's one more style of jumping you need to learn.
I want to be honest, this is not that hard. If you know how to crouch jump, um, you'll be doing this throughout all Source games. Even TF2 in some ways has this kind of jumping. It's a good way for that Valve introduced it, but it's like
Long jumping requires its own charging module, seen here. To activate your long jumps, you will have to duck and move forward, and then launch into a jump. Once you're up on the platform, press the button and I will demonstrate the move.
no, we have to press it just to show it. But this jump is only used in Zen, so um, it's weird. It's nice that they put it in the hazard course, but it's like it's more not needed.
Nice job.
Because you don't really use it beyond Zen. But you do use it a lot in Zen if you know what you're doing.
Please start the lift by moving up to the button, looking at it, and pressing the use key.
Okay, thank you for teaching me how to use an elevator.
Now that you're up here, there's only one way down. Find the target on the floor below and do your best to hit it. If you take any damage from the fall, we will administer medical care at the next station.
Ow. I just love that this whole area has blood all around it, and you kind of want to know what these boxes are covering up. Because you know that someone probably has not been able to break their fall with a hazardous suit and probably broke their neck. Um, and there's probably more than just my injuries with all the blood. That's why you look at Valve. Valve put a lot of effort into this game, and it really shows. But there's a lot of small details that people just don't take notice. And there's also a lot of details that we do notice, and oh boy, they suck.
You will find med kits like this one throughout the Black Mesa compound. To restore your health, walk up to a med kit and press your use key. Your health will recover gradually until you are at full health or the kit is depleted. Once the light goes out, a med kit cannot be reused.
I love the first aid stations in Half-Life. Sometimes though, sometimes I hate them too. I prefer actual health kits. But that's all my personal opinion.
To spin that bridge, walk up to the control wheel and press the use key.
If you pay attention, there's a first aid kit right there. Because they expect, because there's a ladder right there, there's a chance you're going to fall.
Fantastic.
And you can go over here. Not much over here, really. There's nothing to do. But, as I said, they kind of expect you to fall if you don't know what you're doing. But it's in anticipation, and it does help for that kind of concept. If you're thinking about it, a lot of newer players may fall.
Sometimes you'll need to rely on more than just your suit to get through a tight place. Try jumping this gap on your own. What you really need.
Okay. She said try jumping. You can jump. You can also push. But if you're gonna hit your head there, you would need to do it. But if you can just do a quick little crouch jump, like you might need the box. But otherwise, at the right time, you can just do a little crouch jump, especially with the long jump module installed. Because if I just do this, there's no more long jump module. So really, it's all just crouch, a little bit of crouch jumping. And there's a little cockroach, and now it's a dead little cockroach. That's another small detail if you pay attention. You can squish bugs.
If you can't push the obstacle out of your way, you might try pulling it. To pull a box, move up to it and press your use key. While holding down the use key to keep a grip on the box, move slowly backward. The box will come along with you.
Boxes and physics do not. They work in this game. They're very janky. So, there's always the worry that you're gonna die to a box that flies right back at your face. Right? You don't want to die to that, but you never know. This one is meant to tell you, hey, push these boxes. What you can do. I fucked that up. It's just a little bit of sunshine right there. Because there's a little bit of tiny issues with boxes, and they are a little broken. But so is a little bit of the physics engine in the gold source engine, and then later the source engine. Half-Life 2 fixes that by using physics an actual physics add-on. I believe it's Havoc, because I know Portal, I believe, uses Havoc, and that physics works amazingly. Just in Half-Life regular, it has some problems.
Finally, if nothing else works, you can try breaking the objects in your path. Make sure you picked up the crowbar, then simply smash your way through the debris.
No. You can't tell me what you want, what I should do. Also, the funny thing is, you can do this too. I believe no, you can't because they blocked it. But there's a lot of ways you can just walk around and get around it. I should get back on here so I don't take too much damage.
Activate your suit flashlight for the next area.
I tried. There's an invisible wall there, I believe. But tell me you don't need suit power to activate your flashlight. And on YouTube, you'll see it through OBS that it's clearly visible of where you can go and what you can do. Or it's more clear. For me, it's not. So, but yeah, the flashlight in this game is kind of broken. That's just how Half-Life games are. Sven co-op because it's based on.
Remember, your flashlight drains power, so switch it off when you don't need it.
You know, I've never heard. Heard. I swear I've heard that line, but I never have given an actual thought. It doesn't drain power. I'm wondering if the flashlight was meant to be something in these games more so than it already, like what it actually does. So it's meant to drain power and meant to do all that stuff, but I've never seen it drain suit power. Same within other Half-Life games. It doesn't drain power. It just is labeled as aux power in Half-Life 2. Half-Life 1, I don't believe it drains power. So I have no clue. If you're watching this and if you actually know what you're saying, what you're thinking, because I don't want to look this up because I just thought of it. Does it drain power? Or did Valve cut that? I don't know. Seems like a little bit of an oversight to have that line.
Welcome to the Black Mesa Target Range, where you will receive training in firing a weapon, reloading, and firing the attached grenade launcher. Please pick up your weapon and advance to the firing station.
Okay, I wish I was given a pistol for this one. Okay. With this, you don't get quick shots, but there's only 7 targets, so it's not a big deal.
You'll have to hit every target in order to complete the course. And if you miss the first time, don't worry, it will come around again. Try to reload during pauses rather than waiting to run out of ammunition at a critical time. To fire your grenade launcher, use your alternate fire button. Certain targets will break only when hit by grenades. Commencing sequence in 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Oh. Fuck.
Please advance to the next area.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to remember where each number target is, um, because you can memorize the number or where each one is. Speedrunners do it, but I'm not a speedrunner. 1 and 2. I kind of know where the numbers are. I just messed up on later ones. That's 7. So it's 1. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think. I know one of those might be two, or at least 10. You can't just have one. 2 of them may be out of order. But yeah. Also, if you look down, there's actually an area down here, but it's not really used. In Decay, this area falls down. To get access to the doorway needs to open. There's a reason, you'll see. When I upload it, ladder falls, and then this smaller area is something you can crouch through, because this ladder's broken. But that's a different, arguably, that's a mod. That's a different game, but we played arguably a mod of it, so.
Your HEV suit monitors blood oxygen levels, warning you when you need to find an air supply. As you swim through this course, your oxygen levels will begin to drop. At the midpoint, you will be given an opportunity to surface for air.
Okay. Thing is, you don't want to jump too much, as you'll land right on the grate. And she tells you to surface to get air.
Catch your breath. You will see the blood oxygen indicator on your suit's heads-up display returning to its previous level. You are free to swim on to the end of the course.
Yeah. You don't really. This is the end. There you go. Okay, before we get, because you're already hearing it, the next part introduces all the damage indicators. It's smart to actually have damage indicators rather than just damage. A lot of games don't do that.
This is the charging unit for your hazardous environment suit. When you are running low on power, step up to any charger and press your use key. Your suit will recharge gradually until the charge unit is depleted. Individual batteries may also be used to charge your suit.
And it's Black Mesa has an animation. Gearbox has a specific health and charger for Decay. It's like interactive. This game and the I don't believe Blue Shift has it, and I don't believe Opposing Force has it. Like the interactive ones, they just have the straight ones. Half-Life 2 has them, or it has interactive ones. It's interesting, but it's a little just shows you the times. Or essentially, it's just a block with a texture on it.
If you pass through fire or steam, you will see a heat damage icon lighting up. Directional indicators at the center of your display show you where damage is coming from. Proximity to radiation activates the Geiger counter and radiation display.
Yes.
Biohazards are also indicated with the luminous icon.
That's a biohazard. Why am I taking damage? That's weird. Usually you don't take damage, even in close proximity, as long as you're not touching it. So I don't know why it's taking damage. I thought at least you don't take damage, but okay. Me jumping into it was not on purpose, but come on. Who doesn't want to touch the Mountain Dew mixed with green, weird Nickelodeon goo? I was gonna say Gatorade, but that looks like Mountain Dew mixed with like Nickelodeon goo.
Please advance to the next area.
And this is the last area. This is where you can fuck around. You can't. Okay. In the hazard course, you're not supposed to, but you can kill every single NPC here. It's not recommended.
Lead a security guard into the next room. He will let you back into the transit system. You must approach a guard and press your use key. He will follow you until you face him and press the use key again.
So if you don't pay attention, that's a sentry turret. That's a sentry turret.
Sure, I'll follow you. Sure, I'll follow you.
Yes,
Okay, I'll wait
I
here.
will follow you if you wish.
Access denied.
Open it, Barney.
Sure,
I
I'll follow
refuse
you.
to go another step. Yes, I will follow you if you wish.
And then right here, it takes you to the transit system, and that's the tram, and that just activates to show that, oh yeah, here you go. But,
Leave him alone.
you need a pistol.
Press your use key to engage the train. Press your forward and backward keys to increase or decrease the speed of the train. Press your use key again to disengage from the train.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna go back really quick. You're not supposed to kill the scientist, nor are you supposed to kill Barney. But sentry turrets in regular Half-Life take one shot. At least in this level, they take one shot. Their health is dependent, but it's not that hard to just take them out. So you can just kill everyone here, except for Gina. You cannot kill Gina Cross. You may be confused. Wow, who is this? This is Gina Cross. Gina Cross is the she's a scientist. You can play her or Colette in Decay, but Gina Cross is also she's the main person who does the tutorial. And away. And away we go.
Congratulations on completing the Black Mesa Hazard course. You are now fully certified for use of the HEV Mark IV protective system.
Wow. I always enjoy playing the hazard course. Sometimes it's a pain in my ass though, but the hazard course is fun. There's more to it. There's more to Half-Life. So let's play. Let's go through it, and maybe I'll notice things that I've never noticed before. Even though I've watched people play it, and I've played it myself, and then I've played it with Peckle. Yeah. Let's have some fun, shall we?
I was trying to look back. I'm just trying to move in the shadows. Yesterday